What is the perfect alpaca colour, the right colour, the best colour? Well, it's kind of subjective. You might prefer one colour over another. But if you're thinking of growing your herd and you're looking for what colour you might want to breed, there are a number of things you might want to consider. I'm John, and this is another video from Alpaca Guild. If you intend to sell the fleece from your alpaca, you might want to consider what the market is looking for. The fashion industry often favours incredibly bright, colourful fleeces. Some of the primary colours, lots of different hues in between. Well, these aren't natural colours for alpaca, no matter how good they might look in the paddock. Alpaca fleece comes in a range of different colours. They're really beautiful on their own. From whites, which is the traditional that you might see and certainly the dominant colour, all the way through to wonderful blacks that are really deep and rich. Some incredible browns that, without any alteration, are just fantastic in almost any garment. And then we have the greys and the fawns. And of course, any number of different colours between these. We see these being graded differently in different countries. Some may reference an official group of 16 colours, others a group of 20. In alpacaguild.com, if that's where you maintain your alpaca information, we support all of the colours that are available. But ultimately, most alpacas sit somewhere between them. No two alpaca are identical. Although the fashion industry loves the bright, vibrant colours, there is something to be said for natural colours. Typically, people are more inclined to look for less chemicals close to their body. We might be looking for products that are more natural, perhaps cheaper to produce so they don't have to go through so many processing parts. When we look at the natural colours of alpaca, we see that such a wide variety that we could use straight off the back of the animal. So when you're thinking about the colours that you might want to choose for your herd, perhaps have a think about what would the industry want from you. Are these fleeces that you're going to be selling into a pool that's going to be sold to a much larger market, in which case perhaps get in touch with your local fleece pool. If you're looking to manufacture your own products, maybe through an arts and crafts outlet, you might want to think about the customers there and what they're looking for. There is a lot to be said for using the natural colours from alpaca rather than using the different dyes that are available. If you are looking to dye the fleece, you might want to consider what a base colour would be to use the colour that you want to end up with. If you're looking for a particularly dark colour, starting with a reasonably dark fleece may actually require less dye. For a more lighter colour, you probably want to start with something closer to white. Now, as part of breeding, it isn't as simple as take two animals of the same colour and you'll always get an animal of the same colour out. There are some general rules that will help you towards that, but some of the colours like grey are actually far more unique, quite difficult to produce. Some breeders favour these colours. Some breeders will try to always create greys. Whole herds of black alpaca are also very popular. And that's the other thing to consider. If you're not doing this specifically for the fleece industry, what colours would you like to see in your paddock? What would make you happiest? Ultimately, the decision is yours. Is this for commercial gain, in which case look for the fleeces that are in most demand? Or is it because you want beautiful alpaca in your paddock, in which case pick the colours that make you happy? Thank you very much for watching.